Hello everybody! Welcome back to some more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Today, we're heading back into the Grand Prix mode, playing 150cc for the Booster Course Pass DLC Cups. And today, we are playing the last base game character, technically, besides the Mii's. Because I'm not counting myself, because that's kind of weird. But I mean, I could do an episode playing myself, if you want to. But for now, we're going to focus on the last character we have not played as yet. Base game, not including the DLC characters to the right, who is King Boo. So we unlocked a new card part in the last episode. It was the Koopa Clown, which looks pretty cool for Bowser Jr. Sadly, we're not playing Bowser Jr. We're playing King Boo. Now, which of these give me a ghosty vibe for King Boo? So far, none of them. I could just give him a fancy real-life car if I wanted to. That'd be kind of funny. You know what? Sure, why not? We're gonna give him this. And for his tires, let's just go with the real-life tires, the GLA tires. And finally, maybe just the Super Glider. So King Boo is a heavy character regularly. Our kart parts just lowered his speed and increased his acceleration a bit. Normally he's a heavy character. But today, we are moving on from the Rock Cup, and we're playing the final course from Wave 3, and the final DLC Cup that released in 2023, because this whole top row up here released in 2023, while the bottom row released in 2024. And this course, or this cup, sorry, is the Moon Cup. And I realized I probably should have played as King Boo in the last episode, because we had GBA Boo Lake, and that would have been a really fitting course instead of playing as Pink Gold Peach. But you know what? We're playing as King Boo on the Moon Cup. And the Moon Cup consists of Tour Berlin Byways, DS Peach Garden, Mario Kart Tours Merry Mountain, and 3DS Rainbow Road. Let's begin. So the first course, Tour Berlin Byways, is another one of these city tracks. Now this one is actually pretty difficult, and it's unique because it has actual moving cars on the road. Something that you see in real life cities. Moving cars, this hasn't been on a single one. All of the cars have been stationary on all the other city tracks, so it's a little bit exciting. But the map, once again, just like London Loop, is a bit of a mess. Because this is another one of those really complicated tour city tracks that they didn't really put together very well, so it's a huge mess. I can throw a red shell at Peach, though. Take that, Peach. Here we go. There's this cool turn. And this course has a lot of sharp turns and a lot of kind of difficult sections, because it is a little bit more of a difficult course. It was supposed to end off 2023. And there's a subway I can go into here, which has a double item box, but it's kind of awkward to leave it. So I probably would not recommend taking that unless you desperately need a double item box, which I did not in that situation. But I wanted to see what was inside the subway train. It's probably not a good idea to ride a go-kart through a subway train. Oh, red shell. Not in first place, so I might as well use that. Banana, I see that. I still have 3 bananas. Ooh, there's some coins on top of that truck. Too bad I couldn't get it. Go, bananas! I can't see the bananas while they're landing. I'm trying to hit Dry Bowser with a banana. There we go! We got him with the banana snipe. I probably should have held on to that, but I was expecting a double item box to be up here. Ooh, but even better, I got a super horn, so if a blue shell's coming, I'll be protected. We gotta avoid the moving cars. Gives me a little bit less space to work with. But it's not too difficult. Ah! No! We're going through this little park area. How come I feel like every single city track I've played through has a park? Ah. I can't see. Ah! Move! Oh my gosh! That really slowed me down. Can't see anything. But there are some thwomps. I'm pretty sure there are no thwomps in Berlin. But maybe there are. And I'm just uninformed. But I highly doubt so. But look, there's the Berlin Wall. Filled with Mario advertisements. And Womps. I'm pretty sure that there are no Womps on the Berlin Wall. Ooh, but there are some speed boosts over here. I will gladly take those. And let's go this way. You go left or right, I'm going to pick left. And once again, you have to wait till the Mirror Mode episode comes out for this course, just so you can see what the right path looks like. Ooh! I hear the thwomps again. going through the archway. And here we go. Here at the end. So Berlin Byways, it's a little bit of a tricky course. It has some awkward sections like the subway station, but it is overall pretty fun. So that's our first win for King Boo. So the second course of the Moon Cup is DS Peach Gardens. And I really should have played as King Boo in the last episode, because I would have got to play Boo Lake with King Boo. It would have been so fitting. And then Peach Gardens with Pink Gold Peach. It would have been perfect. But I didn't think that far ahead. Oh well, does it really matter? No, not really. But Peach Gardens from Mario Kart DS is a pretty fun course. It's not too difficult, but there is a little secret on this course. And if you look ahead, you'll be able to see, look, it's the red arrows from the Mario Kart Tour City tracks. This course has a special gimmick, just like with Calamari Desert. And you'll get to see what that is on the third lap. It's the final lap. Calamari Desert had the event happen on the second lap, this one's on the third lap. And I really enjoy how they take these old retro tracks from like Mario Kart DS, Mario Kart 64, and just add a little special something to it. Some Monty Moles borrowing. I'm gonna jump over them. Because it's like Calamari Desert allowed you to ride on the train tracks, and you can see the red arrows there again. But we don't really know what that's hinting towards so far. But if we look at the map, we can see that on the bottom left corner, there's like another path. But what does that mean? Well, we're gonna find out. Oh, I didn't see the banana. I should be focusing on the road more than talking about lap 3. I might not even make it to lap 3 at this point. But we can go past all the beautiful hedge cutouts of Peach and Toadette, and there's Luigi. But where's Mario? I'm pretty sure he's at the beginning. But there is one giant plant here that looks like a weed. It's a piranha plant. Oh, we can jump over the Monty Mole holes. Ah, my coins. Come on. Look, there's the Mario hedge turning around looking at, but there's a chain jump! Oh gosh! So here we go on lap 3. Instead of going to the right like we usually do, we turn left. Are we just gonna go to the end? Is this gonna be a really short lap? What's going on here? No, there's arrows, so we're not just going to the goal. But look, we're driving backwards! So the special surprise for lap 3 of this course is we get to experience everything, but it's backwards. And I think that's just really cool. Just having us drive through Peach Gardens backwards, it's just great. It's like, why not? So now we get to go over a glider ramp here that isn't originally here, and we can give Luigi a high five. And now everyone else is facing backwards, except for Luigi, because he knew this was gonna happen. And Luigi is always prepared. So here we go. Now, the beginning of the course is the end. And that's really cool. And I like that. So there we go. That is Peach Gardens complete. So the next course of the Moon Cup is Merry Mountain from Mario Kart Tour. Now, I don't know why Ninja Hideaway and Merry Mountain, even though they're both from Mario Kart Tour, they don't say that they're from Mario Kart Tour, even though the city tracks do, which is kind of weird. Maybe it's like, because before I thought it was like a glitch, but maybe Nintendo just doesn't want to give credit to Mario Kart Tour tracks, because they think that the Mario Kart Tour tracks are only the city tracks. I don't know why. But anyways, we're playing Merry Mountain in the least fitting time possible. This is a Christmas track, and we're playing in the middle of summer. This is not fitting whatsoever. It's literally July right now, and we're playing a Christmas track. I mean, hey, we still need some snow in July, right? Second Christmas, everybody? But look at this. Even though this is a course from Mario Kart Tour, it still has half pipes. And there's coins and double item boxes. And then over here, we're in anti-gravity. And we're just going down this hill. It does feel a little bit slow. It'd be nice if they had some speed boost or something there. But there's a speed boost here, so it makes up for it. And it is a relatively simple track, especially coming from like a difficult track of like Berlin Byways and Peach Gardens, but that's fine. But there is a path over here we could take, which has some nice coins and some trick boosts. So I think it is faster and it has more coins, so that is pretty fun. We're going back up the hill. Here, this is where the anti-gravity section starts. I wasn't sure. So this time I'm going to avoid the half pipe because I don't quite need the double item box. I didn't need it last lap either, but I just wanted to show it off. And I cannot see nothing. But fortunately, this is a straight section, so seeing doesn't really matter. But there is a glider ramp that opened up. Doesn't really add much, but it's fun. And here we go. It's the final lap. So nobody is really close to us. That's good. And I don't need to go up to the half pipe, so I'm not going to go up there. I've already been there once. Bloopered again in this section. It's always this section where I get bloopered, and I don't know why. The PD Prawn is catching up to me, so I'm pulling out this protection. Take that. I knew it would come in handy. And there we go. We glide gracefully to the finish line of Merry Mountain. So the final course of the Moon Cup, and what was the final course of 2023 of the Booster Course Pass DLC was 3DS Rainbow Road. Alright, so here we go. So this is a very long course, it's a very dramatic course, but it is the perfect way to end off the first half of the Booster Course Pass. So that would mean that up to this point, this Mario Kart game, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it has 4 rainbow roads, but so far only 1 Bowser's Castle. And holy cow, PD Prawn just went flying into me. So we're on Saturn, or whatever planet this is. It's rings. I'm presuming it's Saturn, but I don't know. Maybe the Mario universe has different planets or something. I wouldn't be too surprised. But here are some speed boosts. There's some waves here. And look at this, we're landing on the moon. And something I totally forgot to mention is that we're on lap 2, because this course is a section track, just like Mount Wario. So here we go, when we pass this, we'll be on lap 3, even though we haven't done like a full lap of this course, because it would take forever. But honestly, I wouldn't mind doing 3 laps of 3DS Rainbow Road. It's a really fun course, even if it is really long. And there are 2 things we can take here, the glider ramp or the speed boost. Obviously, we want the glider ramp so we can fly over everything really easily. And it's just a lot more fun. We have to avoid that asteroid so we don't get hit by it. And there's a big loop here. Personally, I think this could have benefited from anti-gravity. But you know what? It's fun without it. It doesn't matter too much. And here we go. So that is 3DS Rainbow Road finished. And the first half of the Booster Course Pass complete. So here we go, our overview for the Moon Cup on Merry Mountain. Perfect fitting for a summer release for this video. But it doesn't matter. It's fine even if we have a winter course in summer. It doesn't matter when I'm playing the game. But anyways, our results for the Moon Cup is first place on Berlin Byways, first place on Peach Gardens, first place on Merry Mountain, and first place on Rainbow Road. Alright, so we got a 3-star finish, a gold trophy, incredible, and we collected 1,350 coins. A new vehicle customization option has been unlocked. So that's where we're going to wrap it up for today's episode of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.